Hey, how are you guys doing? This is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you as promised with some few simple tips and tricks you guys should be able to use to improve some of your online presence. So I know I said I've been dealing with a lot of roofing companies. Now it looks like you guys do roofing, but you do looks like your bread and butter might be more of the deck, siding, and windows. Now that's no problem either. Any contractor I can work great with, um, or exterior company. So let's look at this and we can do some quick little research and show you a few different things that should be able to help you guys out. So I got the homepage of the website pulled up, which we will take a look at here in just a second. And you guys are based out of Cottleville, so St. Charles County area. Looks like you guys service St. Louis as well. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to keep it within St. Charles, Missouri here for my Google search. Now I like to start out here on a Google search so we can see, what somebody, in St. Charles County or St. Louis County could possibly search to find you to do some of the services that they're looking for. So this type of phrase is what I consider a buyer intent keyword. So siding company, St. Charles, Missouri. If I was looking to get some siding done in St. Charles, this is definitely something that I would type in or some variation of this. So keep that in mind for a little bit here future into the video. Now, the next thing we're going to see, so there's typically three different sections you can be with on the first page of Google, which is, of course, where you want to be to get the max amount of traffic as possible to your website so you can start closing more clients. Now, first is going to be the pay to play ads. Okay, so we have Google guaranteed ads right up front. So trusted, verified, and local companies that are doing these types of services in this area, of course. And again, you have to pay to be up here, but to get quick ROI, this isn't bad as these do convert fairly highly. Okay, now the next place, of course, you want to be is this Google Map Pack because they're going to show these top 3 organic listings here. Most of anybody is never going to hit this more businesses button, and if they like what they see here, they're not going to scroll within the organic listings. Okay, so you need a Google business profile and you need to make sure you're optimizing it out well. And you do that through, of course, first making one, verifying it through Google, start building reviews and ratings from your customers. Make sure everything is filled out about what you guys do for work and where you do it at. Start having geolocated photos within your profile there as well. And then you can build citations too, which is basically anywhere on the internet, you're going to find your guys' company name, phone number, and address. Okay, once you do all that, you'll start building a lot of trust for this Google business profile and power. So Google will start ranking you within here. Okay, and you'll see the exponential results of that very quickly. Now, of course, you also want to be on the first page here organically. We are going to see some directories, which is no big deal. The first one we're going to see here as an actual company here is Schneider Roofing and Remodeling. Okay, so they're gonna be doing most of this exterior stuff as well. The only thing you guys probably do different is those custom built decks. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the website. So the homepage of the website here. I love your guys' logo. Super easy, simple, clean. That's how I like them, as they have great eye appeal, especially the red to blue. Transition is nice, and keeping that color scheme throughout the website is, of course, very eye appealing as well. Now, the first thing I see is that we're a little light when it comes to content on the home page. And why I say that is because Google has a sweet spot when it comes to content on a home page, and that is 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page alone. Now, what that allows you to do is because every 150 words of that, you should have one of those buyer intent keywords within that content there. So you can start ranking for the services that you provide in the areas that you do. Now, you want your home page to be very powerful as well, typically the most powerful page on your website. So that is the first thing that I would do, is to make sure and get more content on this home page, allowing you to add more keywords within here as well. And I would look at all these other pages, especially your services tab, to make sure that that is optimized out correctly as well. Now, next thing I did is I threw your guys' website into this paid program I use called Ahrefs. It gives me a quick dashboard numbers. Most of these I can dive in a little bit deeper, do a lot more research, and see more meaning behind them. For the sake of the video and and your sanity, and to not bore you to death, I'm going to stick to the dashboard numbers here, as they give me plenty of information, and especially to do a quick comparison, it's super great. So first set of numbers here we're seeing is a DR and a UR rating. Now these are trust and power ratings through Google for first your entire domain, and second your website, or sorry, your homepage of the website. Now these are ratings out of 100, so we can see that these are going to be, in our minds, relatively low. Okay, and that is true. So you definitely need to build more power and trust within Google, and you do that through these backlinks and referring domains. Now you don't just want quantity when it comes to these two, of backlinks and referring domains. You want them to be of a high quality as well. And what I mean by that is get backlinks from referring domains that already have a bunch of trust and power within Google, so that in return grants it over to you, because in all reality, Google is basically a popularity contest ran by a artificial intelligence or a robot practically. So you need to make sure you're pleasing the artificial intelligence correctly and building these backlinks at a high quality to bring over power. Now, next thing that I talked about, of course, were those keywords. So these are those phrases within your website that people are going to search for to find your services. Now, again, I can click in here and see to make sure if all those are buyer intent keywords, which are the ones that I typically are going to stick with on a website, as I don't just want anybody come to the website. I typically want somebody coming looking for services that I can, potentially convert into a paying customer. Now, with all this in mind, you got about 30 people coming into the website every month, so not horrible. I don't know your guys' closing percentages, and again, I don't know if all these are buyer intent traffic, but even if you convert, 10 to 20%, not bad overall, right? Now, let's take a look at this first competition, and here's where we can start to see the potential of doing this even kind of mediocrely, which is what this is. So we have decent ratings overall, nothing special, nothing huge, super easy to beat out. And you can see they've done that through the just sheer quantity of backlinks they have. These probably aren't even the highest quality that you can get. Um, they do have a lot of keywords. So again, I like to stick with keywords that are going to be buyer intent, just so we know that all this traffic is buyer intent. Now, just keep in mind, if you're going to search, if you guys do business within St. Charles County and St. Louis County, the amount of traffic you can get is very high, within the thousands. And that's pretty conservative when I say that. So the amount of potential and limitless there is to doing this correctly online and bringing in a ton of traffic to the website is very reasonable, and again, very conservative, and something very feasible to do, as long as you do it correctly. Now, when you're bringing in that amount of traffic, I mean, you got the potential to choose whoever you want to work with and all the different types of jobs that may be most profitable to you, or the ones you guys enjoy doing the most. So um, keep all that in mind. I'd love to hear some feedback on the video. I'm going a little bit over how long I like to make these. I normally like to keep them 7 or 8 minutes. So let's go ahead and cut it here. There's definitely nuggets of information you guys can use here. Let me know if you found this to be informative at all. Maybe the video completely sucked, and you can let me know that too. That's perfectly fine, as it'll help me in the future with the rest of my videos that I always do. Now, um, if you also have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. Phone call, email, or text are all just fine to reach me. And I do want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch the video. Just thank you once again, and have a great rest of your day.